Okay, welcome back. Lock it or leave it. Doing day two of the Daily Pulse. Like I said, a lot of stuff happening daily in the NBA. Kind of just want to keep you guys updated and keep just following what's happening in the NBA. So hopping in, start off with the Grizzlies versus the Hornets. This one does not give me any joy to talk about. I'm a Charlotte native. I root for Charlotte sports teams, and it has not been easy doing that, no matter what sport it is. But let's talk about it a little bit. What I say at this point, just fade the Hornets until the wheels fall off. I said it on the last one. You can go listen to that right up here. Fade until the wheels fall off at this point. Charlotte, they have a they're in a really bad spot. Let's just say that. I mean, LaMelo, I don't know. He might be the first person ever to decline their rookie extension and actually go somewhere else and not sign the guaranteed 40 extra million dollars that you can get. I mean, it's just a dumpster fire happening in Charlotte. Steve Clifford even said he's doing the most that he can, but it's not much you can do with their current roster. So not really fun to be a Charlotte Hornets fan, but talking about the game itself, the Grizzlies, man, I mean, hey, a lot of points being scored by their starters. I think the all the starters had 17 points or more, except for Steven Adams, who chipped in 15 rebounds himself. So the Grizzlies sitting in the number two spot right now. The Western Conference top four is a slugfest. It's a bloodbath. Really interested to see who comes out on top at the end of the regular season. Let's move on to the 76ers versus the Pacers. Now, Tyrese Maxey has been out for a long period of time. He's coming back now. He had 17 last night. And the Sixers actually pulled off an OT win against the Indiana Pacers in overtime without Joel Embiid, which is huge because I'm wondering and I'm interested to see how the Sixers are able to fit Tyrese back into the lineup after we've seen DeAnthony Melton do so much for them on the defensive side of the ball, causing a lot of havoc, causing a lot of distress for the opponents, and then being able to hit that corner open three whenever Joel Embiid or James Harden are doubled off their pick and roll action. So 76ers are turning in rounding into form. But I mean, at this point, I can't trust the 76ers. If you have faith in them, that's fine. But saying you can trust them in the playoffs is a tall, tall task. So really interested to see what they can do. But hey, the Indiana Pacers are really keeping up with everybody and excited to see what they can do in the future. All right, next game, Bucks versus Raptors. Now, I wasn't watching this game, I'll be honest, but I had a friend text me say, dude, are you watching this Raptors Bucks game? So I had to immediately go and turn it on. Shout out to Dylan Floyd. Gary Trent Jr. hits a three to force OT after the Bucks were leading by a lot in the fourth quarter. The Raptors start the full court press, they hawk them down, and they're able to come back and force overtime. But in overtime, I mean, Giannis 30, 20, 10. He does have 12 turnovers, but he has the crucial assist. If there's a screenshot, maybe I can get a screenshot, grab and post it on here if I can. If not, who knows where everybody collapses. You can see a still where it's just Giannis surrounded by five red jerseys. He's able to have the awareness and the patience to wait for Grayson Allen to get to that corner spot. Gives it to him, and Grayson Allen hits a big three to put the Bucks up 104 to 101 on the Raptors. Big game, big play by the current, in my opinion, best player in the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now the Raptors have a lot of stuff to worry about. And the first one is Nick Nurse. You are running these guys into the ground. Just hear this. Siakam, 40 minutes. OG Anunoby, 46 minutes. Fred Van Fleet, 47 minutes. Gary Trent Jr., 45 minutes. I get it's an OT, but the person who had the least amount of minutes as a starter, Scotty Barnes, giving you 35 minutes. You're running them into the ground. Is this level of play sustainable? Can your players keep playing 40 plus minutes a night and then expect to really be able to give you that playoff push that you really want in the latter half of the season? Interested to see what they do there. Let's go on to the Bulls versus the Nets. Now, the Bulls haven't been playing that well. The Nets are the exact opposite. They've been playing exceptionally well. So these teams facing off was a really good matchup that I wanted to see. And look, the Bulls went in there and they got that win. I mean, it's a team effort. Debo, Vooch, and Patrick Williams all give you 20 plus. I think Io DeSumo give you 17. And then the least scoring starter was Zach LaVine giving you 13. But in a game where your teammates, when your starters are giving you that much production, Zach LaVine can kind of take the back seat and allow the people who are hot to keep on firing. I love that for them. Now, KD goes for 44 points. Kyrie chips in 25. It's not enough to win, and the Nets lose, like I said, due to a team effort by the Bulls. Now the Bulls have an 8-1 record against the Bucks, Celtics, and Nets. However, they're one of those teams that They're so up and down. They can lose to the Magic one night, they can beat the Warriors the next night, they can lose to the Pistons then one night, and then they can beat the Nuggets the one night. So really tough decision for the GM because if you're looking and you're trying to forecast the Bulls' future, not only this season but in the seasons coming, what's really your ceiling with aging DeRozan? And I'm a huge DeRozan fan, but what's your ceiling with Zach LaVine, DeRozan, Vucevic, who's on a terrible contract? What's really going on there? The Bulls have a low ceiling, so I think second round to exit's probably where they can do their best at, but really interested to see how the Bulls can maybe build off of this win and kind of string together some wins in the future. And then Pistons versus Warriors, the last game I want to talk about. Man, these night games in the West Coast are hard to keep up with. But I mean, when you're in a game like this, you got to put it on. Clay stays hot. He gives you 30 points. The pool party was going on. He gives you 24. It was not an efficient 24. He went 9 for 22 from the field. I think 3 of 10 from three. But the thing is, when Steph's not in the lineup, you need someone to give you that offensive production. Even if they're not good shots, they need someone to be able to take those shots for them. Jordan Poole just happened to not be making them tonight, even though not Steph, excuse me, Clay hits a three, ties it up at 119 with zero point 0.8 seconds left, I believe. No one thought in Chase Center that Saddiq Bey would catch at the top of the key, absolutely fire a ball on a rope, absolutely stuns the entire Chase Center. Fans in San Francisco going back home a little upset from that win. But hey, Golden State, a healthy Golden State is still at the top of the totem pole for me in the Western and Eastern Conference. Now, to end off the daily polls, I like to say one pick I like for today. I like Celtics -3 in Dallas. The last game we saw the Celtics play, they got absolutely ran off the court. The Thunder put up 150 on them. 150 on a team in the Celtics that takes pride in their defense and that they have the two best defensive wings in the league. Well, the Celtics got embarrassed. I think they come back out, they're a little mad, and they beat down on the Mavericks. I know Luka's having an all-time season right now. He's having an all-time past couple of weeks, but I think Boston gets a win right here on the road, and they cover that -3. If you want to be safe, eat a vegetable, like I always say. Eat a stick of celery. Get that down maybe to -2.5, maybe -1.5, and then take your bet there. But that's what I like for today. The Daily Pulse number 2. Can't wait to see you guys for the next slate. Peace.